Hey, Facebook friends. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. This is going to be a really short video today, but I just wanted to get on here and do our video today. So, what I wanted to talk about today is early morning wakes, what causes them and what you can do about them. So there's a few different things that can cause early morning wakes to happen for your little one. And just with little tweaks here and there, you can help fix this. Easy issue. Well, it's not easy sometimes, but it's easy to think about what you can do to fix it. So the first reason would be temperature. In the early morning hours, it gets the coldest. So the temperature gets the coldest in the early morning hours. And if your child's room is cold already, and maybe they're not in a sleep sack and have pushed off their blankets, or maybe their room is just not the right temperature, or maybe they don't have enough layers on, this can cause them to wake early in the morning. And what you can do to fix that is make sure they're in a sleep sack, because babies up until the age of 3, they don't know how to, sorry, one second here. They don't know how to pull a blanket back onto them. So if they kick one off, it's off. They don't know how to get it back on until around the age of 3. So make sure that they're in a sleep sack. Make sure that they're layered properly. Usually on the back of your sleep sack package, on the box, it will tell you what temperatures require how much layering or what you can wear underneath. You can also find that online. And also just make sure that their room is set to a good temperature. If you don't have like a way to like set like an air conditioner, for example, in the summer. I don't have an air conditioner. So what I do is I just make sure that he is layered properly. My son is layered properly, and that can really fix it for me. But if you can control the temperature of the room, then by all means do it. So too much sleep. So if your child is exceeding their total amount of day sleep during the day and they're getting too much sleep, too much naps during the day, or too long of naps during the day, there is a certain amount of hours your baby should be getting of daytime sleep. If they're exceeding that, they're not going to be tired enough come bedtime, and in the morning they will so from the previous day, so in the morning of that previous day, they are going to wake early. So let me explain that better so it's better to understand. So your baby has exceeded the amount of daytime sleep during the day. They go to sleep for the night, and that next morning they wake early because that previous day when they had too much sleep, it was too much sleep. Okay, so in order to do that, in order to fix that, make sure you're following the daytime amount of hours that they need to be getting for sleep. If you're exceeding that, you're going to have issues. So the next one would be a habit wake. Your baby may have, or your little one, it might be a toddler even, may have developed a habit wake. And this can be reinforced by you feeding them when they wake, light coming into their room, or communication from someone else. So someone coming into the room and communicating with them will reinforce that wake, and it'll become a habit. So in order to do that, if they do wake from a habit wake, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are not reinforcing it with feeding, making sure their room is as dark as it can possibly be at all times, and make sure that if they do wake, you're not going in and speaking to them and talking to them, because that will reinforce that wake for them. Another reason they might wake early in the morning is hunger. Some babies, especially before the age of 5 months old, genuinely are hungry, because especially breastfed babies, it goes through them really quickly. So sometimes you do have to get up and feed them, especially younger babies. They do still require feedings at night, and in the early morning. So making sure that they're getting, and if they're old enough, if they're on solids, making sure they're getting enough nutrition during the day, enough solid food during the day will help solve that. And also making sure that if they're under the age of 5 months and they're not eating solid foods yet, that you're making sure that they're eating enough before they go to sleep, and throughout the night they're getting a full feed before you lay them back down. That will help solve that one. And then so another one is sleep environment. We kind of went into this already, but if the morning light is coming into your baby's room or your little one's room, could be a toddler, then that can cause a reinforced awake. And this is because the melatonin in our bodies builds up until 12 a.m. It builds. And after 12 a.m., it starts to go downwards. So if there is, and morning and darkness keeps that melatonin producing. So if there's morning light coming in, the melatonin is going out the window. So making sure that your baby's room or your little one's room is super, super dark at all times is key to making sure that the early morning light doesn't shine in and wake them up. And this also, I do recommend going on Amazon and getting blackout curtains that can wrap around the sides of the windows. But my favorite is the I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's like almost like a wallpaper for your window. It's meant for the window and it blacks it out. It's like black film. That's what it's called. It's blackout film. And I love that because it covers all the corners and no light shines in. So I do recommend looking on Amazon for that. Blackout film or blackout curtains that go around. And so also the last thing is too little sleep. So, if your little one is having not enough sleep during the day, they could become overtired, and this can cause them to have early morning wakes the next morning. So, for example, your little one is sleeping during the day, but they're not sleeping very well. They're not getting their total amount of day sleep that they require. So that will lead to them going to bed at night, probably not having a very good sleep at night, and then waking early in the morning due to being overtired. So in order to do that, you need to practice. If your baby isn't sleeping really well during the day, usually that requires sleep training. So if you need to do sleep training, then definitely do it. Make sure your baby is getting, or your little one, even toddlers even, are getting that total amount of day sleep in the day so that they're not overtired come bedtime and not waking early in the morning. And that is all I have for you guys today. So I'm going to let you guys go. I have a lot of things to do today, so that's why this is so quick. Plus, I covered all I needed to cover. I hope you guys have a good day and a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.